Alright, so I just want to give a little update on this pond I've been working on. So it's a little over a year old now. I started building this around June of last year. I dug probably about 3 feet, which is all this little tractor that I'd borrowed that had a backhoe on the back of it. That's about all it would do. It's about 3 foot down. And then before I could get any farther or figure out something else, within that next week, a really hard rain came down and filled it mostly back in. It was a lot smaller to begin with before it got filled in. And then at that point, I decided that I was going to try to dig it by hand. So I did. I dug about 6 feet over on the other side, and I'll show you some pictures of it on screen. There's a 6 foot area over there, a 3 foot area over here, and then all this area over here is about a little over a foot. You see I've been working on a little bit of landscaping. I am trying to backfill all this and then level all the rocks. Currently I'm working on getting rid of this barrel, the current filter. Over in the 6 foot area, I have a drain that comes over to this tote, and then I also have a skimmer pipe that also comes over this tote. Inside the tote, there's a pretty good sized pond pump, and then it pumps it over to the barrel, and then it waterfalls out. But here in the next week or so, I'm going to bury that tote and then bury that 2-inch line coming out of it, bring it all the way up and around. And as you see up here by the house, underneath this tarp, I've already dug the hole, but it's 2 foot deep. And then I'm going to have another foot on top of it using 6x6 post, 2 high all the way around it, making a box on top. That will also get the same liner as the pond. The pond currently has a PE reinforced pond liner. I purchased it off of Amazon, like I said, a little over a year ago. Pretty impressed with it. I dropped rocks on it. My kids play in here. I do live in Kentucky, so we get some pretty hard freezes. It froze a couple times this year. It never did get any splits or leaks in the liner whatsoever. So at some point, once I get this all finished, bringing a 2-inch line all the way up to the bog, like I mentioned. It's going to come out the right side of the bog, and then I'm going to have a small stream that'll flow back down towards the pond. And then at some point, part right over in here, I'm going to have a waterfall that'll waterfall back into the pond. So you guys think I'm crazy or what? Now it's turning out pretty neat, and like I said, no leaks so far. Pretty good liner. Hopefully long term it stays that way. I haven't landscaped the inside yet. I want to give it another year just to make sure everything holds up. At that point I'll make a decision if I'm going to change the liner or stick with what I got. But as of right now, I have the liner for the bog, and then I need to buy one more liner for the stream. And then I'd say here in the next, I don't know, hopefully in the next month, I'll have water coming down that stream. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Tell me what I need to change or what your suggestions are. What am I missing? And yeah, thanks for watching.